Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine diving into a stack of notes that reveal this hidden world.
Yeah.
A world where, family names strike more fear than any martial arts sect.
Mm-hmm.
Where poisons are so potent, their antidotes are these legendary secrets.
Yeah, almost mythical.
And where one man's quest for revenge just spirals into this saga of bizarre coincidences, shocking betrayals, even supernatural
It
encounters.
really goes places you don't expect.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into some truly fascinating source material, excerpts from Hidden Truths, Buried Lives.
Really rich stuff.
Our mission, as always, is to sift through these incredible details, pull out those nuggets of insight, and give you, our listener, a really clear overview of this incredible narrative. Make you feel truly well-informed.
Let's get into it.
So let's kick things off with the Tang family of Shu. Why are they so terrifying?
Well, the first thing to grasp is they're not a martial arts school in the usual sense.
Okay.
They're a family, a lineage, based in Sichuan, running things there for like 200 years.
2 centuries, wow.
Yeah. And they're infamous, really feared, for their poisons and hidden weapons. The sources say no sect, no gang dares mess with them on their turf.
But how do they command that kind of fear if they're not, a typical martial arts powerhouse? What's
Yeah.
the mechanism?
That's what's so interesting here. Their power isn't really about open combat. It's psychological. It's the threat of their poisons. Think about weapons like poison needles, or poison caltrops, those nasty little spikes you throw on the ground.
Right, designed to stop people in their tracks.
Exactly. And something called soul-shattering sand, just the name tells you something.
Chilling.
And the way death comes from these, it's described as horrific. A slow, agonizing process where the wound just rots.
Oh, that's brutal.
It is. And here's the kicker. Getting an antidote, pretty much impossible.
Impossible, like totally.
Well, outside their direct family line, the sources mention only 3 people known to have the secrets to counteracting their poisons. 3.
Just 3 people in the whole world.
Seems like it. That level of control over life and death through, biological means, that's a different kind of power entirely.
It really redefines leverage, doesn't it? Sounds inescapable.
Yeah.
And yet, we meet Zhao Wuji.
Right.
He gets hit by a Tang family hidden weapon, but somehow he survives.
Which seems impossible given what we just said.
Exactly. How does someone defy those odds, especially with poisons that lethal?
Well, his survival is called miraculous in the text, but there are layers to it. 3 crucial reasons are given.
Okay, lay them out for us.
First, the weapons that actually hit him were apparently scraps, like not the top quality stuff that Tang elites use.
So, like, faulty goods saved him.
Kinda. The text says if it had been a masterpiece caltrop, he'd have just rotted into a pile of mud.
Grim. Okay, reason number 2.
Pure, unbelievable coincidence. The owner of the house where he collapsed, this woman named Mei Furen, she just happened to have a heavily mountain snow lotus seed,
Which is...
an incredibly rare and potent antidote. Just pure luck. She had it right then, right there.
That is staggeringly convenient. And the third reason, you said it was intriguing.
It really is. It involves this legendary figure, Xuanyuan Yiguang. He's famous for one thing. He always loses bets.
Always. Like a curse.
Pretty much. But he placed a bet on Zhao Wuji living.
Wait, the guy who always loses bet on him surviving? That feels backwards. Or maybe not. Was this just another stroke of luck, or is there more going on with this bet?
Ah, now you're asking the right questions. The sources strongly suggest this wasn't just luck. Zhao Wuji didn't just stumble into surviving.
He planned it.
He orchestrated it. He deliberately used his own unique skill gambling to bait Xuanyuan Yigong into making that bet.
How? How do you bait someone like that, especially someone known for losing?
Get this. Zhao Wuji trained like crazy from when he was like 8 or 9 until he was 20.
Trained in gambling.
Specifically in throwing dice. He mastered how to consistently roll 3 6s.
Consistently? How is that even possible? Dice are random, aren't they?
Not if you know the trick. It's about exploiting tiny weight differences. Paint on the 6 side makes it a fraction heavier, right?
I guess.
Or if the die is jade, maybe that side is carved slightly lighter. He learned to feel that and control the throw with incredible precision.
So precise people would flee casinos when he showed up.
Exactly.
It
The
is-
sources say people would just scatter.
Yeah.
Imagine being that good, or maybe that notorious.
That's borderline supernatural skills. So, okay, he's this master gambler. What was the point? Why bait the guy who always loses? It wasn't just about winning the bet, surely. what was his real motive?
Right, it connects to something bigger.
Hmm.
His true goal wasn't just the bet, or even just surviving the poison, though that was necessary.
It was revenge.
Yes, revenge for his father Zhao Jian against a man named Shangguan Ren from the Great Wind Hall.
Ah, the Great Wind Hall connection.
Exactly. And Zhao Wuji knew, he was very self-aware, that his own fighting skills weren't enough to take on Shangguan Ren directly.
So the gamble wasn't just a gamble.
It was a calculated step,
Yeah.
a way to perhaps gain favor or attention, maybe even resources indirectly through Yuan Yiguang's involvement as part of a larger plan to find a master swordsman, someone on Zhuo Mountain who could help him.
So he used his one unique strength gambling to overcome his weakness in martial arts. That's brilliant, actually.
It's strategic genius, isn't it? Knowing how to leverage other forces, even through something as risky as beating a legendary loser. A masterclass in calculated risk.
Okay, speaking of plans, Zhao Wuji vanishes for 4 months while presumably looking for this swordsman.
Right, which obviously causes huge worry for his sister, Qian Kan, and his fiancée, Feng Yang. They're left wondering what happened.
And this brings another character into the mix, Hua Ping, an investigator from the Great Wind Hall, Shangguan Ren's organization.
Yeah, and initially, Hua Ping seems very capable, very proper. He investigates Zhao Wuji's disappearance.
What does he find?
He tracks Zhao Wuji's last known location to an inn, the Taibaiju, near Zhuo Mountain. And his investigation also confirms what we were just talking about. Zhao Wuji had become famous or infamous in 13 towns around there.
For the gambling.
For the gambling.
Yeah.
Throwing 3 sixes 39 times, bankrupting casinos. It just reinforces that this was absolutely intentional. He wanted people to notice. He was setting the stage.
But while Zhao Wuji is off executing his plan, the Tang family hasn't forgotten him, have they?
Not a chance. Remember, Zhao Wuji had killed 3 of their members earlier.
In self-defense, the source says.
Right, self-defense, but that doesn't matter much to the Tangs. One of them was Tang Hong, the grandnephew of a Tang elder. So yeah, they want revenge. Serious revenge.
And here's where it gets really dark. Hua Ping, the investigator from the Great Wind Hall.
The seemingly upright Hua Ping.
Turns out he's allied himself with the Tang family, specifically with 2 new Tang members we meet, Tang Li and Tang Meng.
And these 2 sound particularly nasty. Tang Li is described as a high-ranking disciple of a Tang elder and also castrated, which often signals a certain ruthlessness in these stories.
And Tang...
Just plain sadistic, it seems. Their plan is chillingly simple. Use the women, Qian Kun and Feng Yang, as bait to lure Zhao Wuji out.
Leverage. It always comes back to leverage.
Exactly. And the depth of this betrayal, this plan, becomes horrifyingly clear at the end.
The poisoned fish incident.
Yeah, a Tang family poison, delivered through a needle hidden in the vinegar-slipped fish slices. It was meant for King Qian and Feng Yang.
But it didn't hit them.
No. In a terrible twist, the innkeeper and his staff ate it instead and died.
Oh, that's awful. Just collateral damage to them?
Completely. It just shows how cold-blooded Tang Li and Tang Meng are. They reveal their threats, their methods. Total disregard for innocent life.
So this terrifying duo, along with Hua Ping, then leads the women up Zhuo Mountain.
Yes, under the pretense of finding Zhao Wuji. They claim he's hiding up there, scared. But really, they're walking King Qian and Feng Yang into what they think is a trap for Zhao Wuji.
But the real twist is Hua Ping's motive, isn't it? This is genuinely stunning.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because the sources reveal Hua Ping's actual plan. It wasn't just a simple betrayal to capture Zhao Wuji.
What was it then?
He deliberately led Tong Li and Tong Meng towards this specific place called the non-human realm. Why? Because he knew it was a death trap.
He knew how.
He'd apparently seen others die there before. He knew that going there was incredibly dangerous, likely fatal.
So he led them there to kill them, to protect the women.
Exactly. Even though his own martial arts were way inferior to theirs, he chose this insanely risky path, essentially planning his own likely death alongside theirs, all to save Kang Ken and Feng Yang.
That's not betrayal. That's an incredible act of self-sacrifice. It disguises betrayal.
Mind-blowing, right? An incredibly complex motivation, and, well, it worked. Tong Lin and Tong Meng die there.
Yes, suddenly, mysteriously, at the cliffs near this non-human realm. No clear cause given, just gone.
So what is this place? Non-human realm sounds otherworldly. It's described as exactly that. Isolated, perfect, almost mystical. And get this, weird things happen there. Desires are fulfilled, but without anyone asking.
Like what?
Like suddenly crystal lamps appear. Specific high-end Beijing delicacies, yuhuazais, braised pork knuckles, Goobledy's meat buns just materialize.
Instantly, from famous shops far away.
Instantly. It strongly suggests some kind of powerful, unseen, well, non-human presence is running the show.
Okay, my head is spinning a bit. An unseen presence fulfilling desires. Who is behind this?
Well, we start to get a clue with the appearance of a mysterious blind man.
Blind.
Yes. He seems to act as a guardian, maybe a servant of this place. His answers are very cryptic. And the reason the house has no lights, the owner is blind.
Okay, that makes a sort of strange sense, but blind doesn't mean powerless here, I'm guessing.
Not even close. This blind man demonstrates incredible abilities. He somehow acquires an ancient, specific braising pot from Yuhuazai. He even gets the master chef from Goobley to come there.
He brings the actual chef?
The sources don't explain how, just that he does it. Things that should be impossible, crossing vast distances instantly. It tells you the power operating here is way beyond normal.
Definitely beyond human.
Yeah.
And Feng Yang has a direct encounter with this power.
She does. A really frightening one. She's attacked near a pool.
By whom?
Doesn't really say. Just an attacker. But then a small, unseen figure intervenes. Instantly blinds the attacker.
Unseen. Small.
Yes. And this leads us to maybe the strangest character yet. Little Lei. A child.
A child is doing this, blinding people, making food appear.
It seems so. But he's described as not very childlike. He's possessive, especially towards Feng Yang.
Possessive how?
After this weird, intimate, but confusing encounter they have, he basically claims her, says she is his, and his power is undeniable blinding speed, appearing and disappearing at will. He's clearly a major piece of this non-human realm puzzle.
A powerful, possessive, possibly non-human child. Okay, the layers just keep getting deeper and stranger.
Right. And Feng Yang, understandably, is desperate to find out if Zhao Wuji is okay, if he's even alive.
Which leads her to a coffin.
Yeah. She follows the blind man, and he leads her to an empty coffin, which turns out to be some kind of transport device.
Like she gets in the coffin?
Yes. It's called a living burial transport. It takes her deep underground.
Deep underground? To what or who?
To the true master of this whole hidden, opulent underground palace.
Finally. The one pulling the strings.
It seems so. And the reveal's dramatic. He's a man, clad in white, lying in a bronze coffin, looking like a corpse.
But he's not dead.
Not dead. Very much alive despite the appearance. His name, we learn, is Dezang.
Dezang. And his place is opulent, underground.
Extremely luxurious, yes. And he guards this ancient, unadorned sword. But his existence is tragic.
How so? He seems incredibly powerful.
He is, but he's also severely poisoned. He has to remain in this state of near constant rest, basically mimicking death, just to survive.
So the living death isn't just an act.
No, it's a necessity. He needs a specific antidote periodically, which he manages to get through his own immense skill. The text emphasizes he doesn't beg for it, he earns it somehow.
And why the hiding? Why the underground palace?
Because he has countless enemies. From a past where, apparently, he killed countless people with that sword he guards. This whole buried existence is the only way he can evade them.
So his name, Dezang, it connects to being buried, but also hints at his power.
Exactly. It signifies both his hidden state and his legendary martial status. It really makes you think about the cost of that kind of power, doesn't it? This constant internal battle hiding from the world.
It's a profound struggle. So if we put it all together now, Dezang is the real master.
Yes. He's the friend orchestrating things from the shadows. The non-human realm is essentially his domain.
And Little Lei, the blind man.
Connected to him. Little Lei seems to be some kind of powerful agent or entity linked to Dezang, and the blind man is his servant. This whole network, Dezang, Little Lei, the blind man, they're the ones behind all the impossible phenomena, the protection, the weird deliveries.
It wasn't random coincidence at all. It was this hidden network.
Precisely. An intricate web of power and mystery operating completely unseen.
And how does this segment end? Does Feng Yang get answers about Zhao Wuji?
She does. Dezang himself gives her a solemn promise.
Which is?
Zhao Wuji is alive, and eventually they will be reunited.
A promise from a man who looks dead, living in a coffin underground, surrounded by immense power and danger. That definitely leaves you hanging.
It certainly does.
So let's try to wrap our heads around this. What does it all mean? We've journeyed through this world where, a name like Tang holds more deadly power than an army, where a desperate gamble, a calculated bet on dice, can literally mean the difference between life and agonizing death. and where acts that look like betrayal might actually be incredible sacrifice, and kindness might come from the strangest, most inhuman sources.
It really turns expectations upside down.
We've seen these layers of deception, loyalty, revenge, all woven together with ancient secrets and almost supernatural abilities. You, the listener, are left with this tapestry, right? Threads of deep loyalty like Kan Kian and Feng Yang, unexpected heroism from someone like Hua Peng, and this chilling sense that the biggest forces at play are the ones hidden from view.
It really pushes you to question things. This intricate dance of events makes you wonder, doesn't it? In a world brimming with hidden motives and these extraordinary, almost unbelievable abilities lurking just beneath what we see, how much of what looks like simple coincidence is actually, carefully orchestrated by these unseen hands?
That's a great question.
And maybe even more profoundly, what does it truly mean to be alive? When you look at someone like De Zhang, whose entire existence is this constant draining battle against the poison devouring him from within, all while he's guarding these world-shaking secrets, is that living? It's certainly something to mull over until our next deep dive.